Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. It is our bathroom renovation and today is New Year's Day and hubby has decided to start ripping out the bathroom. We wasn't meant to be doing this room so soon, so this is completely unexpected, but if he's got the motivation to go ahead straight after Christmas like this, then who am I to stop him? So if you're new here, we bought last year a 1970s two-bedroom bungalow fixer-upper, and this is the bathroom. So we've got plastic marble, would you call that marble? Marble design paneling all over the walls, really old fixtures and fittings, the old cream toilet, cream sink, this really awkward area which has been, hubby's actually ripped off the panels along this bit already. We've got an Artex style ceiling. Obviously the only thing new here is the door because we replaced all the interior doors. It's not been painted though, it's just primed. And yeah, this really weird alcove. This room is the oddest room out of the whole house. It's really weird layout and it's where the house splits into another direction, basically. So a really quirky house, but it's like, what do we do with this? So at the moment, we've got the sink and the toilet over there, that weird alcove. And the lights are just really old. Got a little window down there as well over the toilet. And then the other side, this is as you're coming into the bathroom door, we've got this paneling, plastic marble paneling, and I'm guessing that original tiles are going to be underneath here. This awful rail with this awful butcher style curtain. That's what it reminds me of. Having a shower in here reminds me of a butcher's curtain. Like I could just see a big hanging piece of meat behind there. Oh, I don't know why, it just gives me the creeps, this bathroom. It's the worst room probably out of the whole house, probably because you're naked in it. You want to feel nice naked, don't you? And you just can't feel nice in this room naked. You just can't. Hi guys, it's been a while. So obviously we're doing this renovation every weekend. We're just chipping away at it slowly. We've not got a certain time frame or certain rules. We don't know what we're doing. We're basically doing it all ourselves. We've never done this before even as well. So I just wanted to give you a quick update. So a few weekends has passed. We've now ripped out the ceiling and replastered the ceiling and refitted the light, some new lighting in the ceiling also. Hubby's got rid of all the plastic paneling on the walls, as you can see, and we have insulated some of the walls. And we decided as well to absolutely change the whole layout of this room. We've got a new toilet in situ, which is right there. And what else has changed? The old shower tray is still in. So yeah, we're deciding we're going to put a bath down here and a shower in this little awkward alcove. Okay, the bath has arrived and that's all in situ. All the walls have been plasterboarded and now the tiling has begun. So we've gone for beveled subway tiles. I just think that when you have them beveled, there's just got a bit more looks to them, but we've still got the cool subway tile. This bath is massive, by the way. We've got it to fit on purpose this whole alcove so it actually fits in. All the walls and the ceiling have now been plastered and we've got wires in there for the wall lights, the new wall lights that are gonna go in. So I can't wait to show you them. So lots of updates have happened since I last spoke. We've ordered some new we've ordered some new matte black handles, doorknobs and cup handles for the cabinetry. We ordered our cabinetry from vanity units, from Victoria Plum, and they come originally with chrome handles. They look really good, but everything, all the hardware in the bathroom, like the taps and the plugs, are all matte black. So I wanted them to match in. So these are the new matte black. Let me know which ones you like. The chrome, I just think chrome looks cheap. I prefer brushed nickel. Hello everyone, it's been a while since I last vlogged the renovation, but ta-da! The bathroom is finished. And as you walk in the door, you can see we have our new cabinetry all in situ, all fitted. All the floor tiles are down, all the taps are in, all the tiling's been done, and it just feels amazing. It was done 5 weeks ago, but we was waiting on a bloody bath panel that matches these cabinetry before I could show you the reveal, because I'm all detail orientated. But we're far from finished, and I just think that we're never going to get finished. So I'm just going to show it now, but it's more or less finished. But these are our new floor tiles. I absolutely love these new floor tiles. We went for a dark grey grout as well, so they don't show up much dirt. But I really wanted to go all out in the bathroom. These tiles are from Wix, and they are proper tiles. And then we've gone for the beveled tiles, subway tile around the room, and that's forms obviously the backsplash or splashback. That's our taps. That's all from Victoria Plumbing. The taps are from Victoria Plumbing, and it's all linked in the description box down below. And they're really heavy and like cast iron and matte black. And then the matching plugs as well. But the actual sinks and cabinetry is from Victoria Plum. They're quite similar in names, but yeah, we just shopped around for what we wanted, and hubby fitted everything himself. So I suppose we could get away with shopping for everything, you know, like all over the place to get what we wanted. Hubby fit these cabinets in this double vanity unit, and he made them bespoke, so they fit all the way along the walls, so there's no weird gaps or alcoves. Everything is soft closing, and this cabinetry is the shaker style cabinetry. I love shaker style. I just think it gives it something. There's my little towel cupboard. I'm sure you don't want to see inside my cupboards, but basically that's my little towel cupboard. And you couldn't slam doors in this house if you wanted to, because everything is soft closing. You could slam that door and it would just close really softly. It's quite annoying. It's quite annoying when you want an argument. Yeah. So styling this room has begun. I've got my little Jo Malone candle. 25 quid for this candle, and it's my first Jo Malone candle. I thought it was going to be a bit bigger than that. But yeah, I've got a nice bougie bar of soap for husband, and I got my new brown botanical vase from Amazon, I think. A bit of pampas grass there, that's from Amazon, but I need tall pampas grass. I'm going to really go to town with the pampas grass there. I'm glad the shops have reopened now, and I'll be able to find some pampas grass that goes all the way up, because I want to play around with the heights of the styling pieces in this room. So yeah, and then what else? Oh yeah, these little boho towels are from TK Maxx. I did a little TK Maxx haul on my stories on Instagram the other day, so picked up these little bits from there. This is my sink. So as I said, the subway tile, I wanted to thread it through the whole of this room, because when I spin around in a minute, you're going to see that the subway tile in the shower and around the bath area, I didn't want it to just end there. I wanted it to come around this awkward bit of the room, because it's going to be easy to clean for one, and I just think it gives it something extra. Anyway, the mirrors, we went for the Crittle style mirror. We have done this with the shower as well. The shower screen is a Crittle style shower screen, and that's the kind of vibe we was going for, and an industrial style for the wall lights. And I've actually got the main lights on in the ceiling. We've got spotlights in the ceiling, but I like the wall lights better because it gives it much more of a glow in here. But obviously for the sake of this video, I wanted it to be super bright so you could see everything. And hubby, like I said, has fitted in the cabinetry, and as you can see, it's all fitted bespoke into the sides, because there were 2 gaps at either side, but we've actually fitted them in like bespoke made so that they look super sleek. I'm so in love with this room. The plastic was all gone. It's now real tile. You can't beat real tile, guys. Okay, my toilet. So this is a Burlington style toilet. I do like the old toilets, but we found this Burlington style toilet. It's from Victoria Plumbing. Soft closing again. Do that again. soft closing, everything. And yeah, I like the square effect of the old Burlington style toilets, and we've gone for that style bath as well, but this toilet is a floating toilet, so you're kind of mixing the old with the new, and I just love that. And all the cistern is built into the tiles, into the wall underneath the window. Hubby did a great job of concealing everything, so really minimal, really stylish, love it. And yeah, this is the bath panel we've been waiting for the whole 5 weeks, so it matched in with the cabinetry, because at first we was actually going to subway tile the bath panel, but we thought that might be too much, and we wanted to thread through the cabinetry at the other side into the other side of the bathroom. So we decided at the last minute we wanted this panel, and then there was a 5 week wait, so it's literally come this morning. Hubby's fitted it this morning and broke a couple of subway tiles, so we're gonna have to replace them. And then this little bamboo bath mat is just a little purchase from Home Bargains. It's well cheap, but I needed something on the floor just for now, because I actually want the wooden board that you stand on, but they're out of stock, and the ones that are in stock, they're like super high in price because they're really popular at the moment, so I'm not willing to pay what people are charging for them at the minute. They're called duck boards actually, and it's actually looks like a pallet, but they're really nice. You can get oval shaped ones. This radiator is from eBay. It's more of a heated towel rail, and it's really like, what's it called, not concealed, but like thin, like this. And obviously you hang everything on there, all your wet towels. Absolutely love this. This bathroom is so cozy, I love it. Yeah, really chuffed with that. So we went for the matte black again to match in with all the hardware in the bathroom. And our shower screen we've gone with a Crittle shower screen. I can't remember where we got the shower screen from, but I will let you know in the description bar down below. Everything will be listed in order of appearance down there if you want to know where we've got anything from. And yeah, so we did this room on a budget. So hubby's fitted everything in himself. He's done all the plumbing. So as you know from the start of this video, the toilet and the sink was down this really awkward bit down the bottom here. We've tiled the whole thing, popped a bath in. We was going to just have a shower, a walk-in shower, but we thought from a selling point of view, we're probably better off putting a bath in and a shower. So it's actually a massive bath. It fits the whole one end to the other, so we got it on purposely that big so it fit the whole area, so there's no awkward gaps or bits to fill in. And hubby's tiled the whole thing, matte black hardware again. And the shower I'm not too keen on, but apparently we had no choice. I did want a matte black shower and a massive big shower head, but because it's an old house we have to have an electric shower, and that was what we had to have, so that's that. And yeah, so the whole thing is tiled over here. Like I said, I love the beveled subway tiles. It just gives it a bit more of a subtle look. We've grouted with dark grey so that I don't like white grout that's got dirty. So yeah, made a mistake in the kitchen doing our beveled tiles white, and I think the next time we're going to do grey like this. But here is the window into the shower. This room gets the light at the back of the house, so we've got golden hour in here. It's like when it's sunset time, it's golden, this room. It's absolutely a vibe. So that's fern on my windowsill, and we went for reclaimed scaffolding for the windowsills just to give it a more of a rustic feel. I intend to fill each windowsill with real plants, real hanging plants. These little 4 plants, they're called Vegca plants. These are from B&M Bargains, a couple of quid. They're fake, but I intend to fill each windowsill with real hanging plants, so it's like really botanical in here. And yeah, I think that's everything. That's my bath board down there, by the way. Oh, and yeah, the hooks, Amazon, set of 6 or 8 I think they came with, so there's some in the garage, but they're cast iron, and I just love the way they looked. They're very bougie. And my Soho robe is hanging there, my bougie robe. And I like to have spa bathrooms in here, put on the meditation music. Oh, and this is really cool. Look at this. This is, do you know them net shopper bags? It's literally a few quid. They're a few quid, and I actually do my shopping in these now to be more sustainable. But I thought it would look in black, super cute on the back of the door that the toilet rolls in. I think that looks really good. What a vibe. And there you go. There's our spotlights. So they're all done symmetrically because I'm really weird about that. So finally guys, we got there in the end. This is the bathroom all done and dusted, and now we're back. Our focus now is back on the kitchen, getting the floor tiles finished off in there, and hopefully I'll be revealing that to you really soon. Probably sooner than you think, but I say that and then hubby takes his time, so I can't really say anything, can I? All I can tell you is to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I can't wait to show you our kitchen, which is next on the list in this house. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I will see you all shortly.